ready for Chuck.
Oh yeah, he don't play around, man. And we live.
Right.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That boy
that.
got no sense.
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got Sparkle City's most argumentative person, the OG himself, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, man, we got Decatur's rawest bench player, Corey Davis. What's up, my dudes?
What's up?
Exciting day.
What's up?
It's an exciting day.
On this wonderful hump day.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. It is hump day.
I thought it was Thursday.
Yeah, we normally do our shows on Wednesday.
Hey, you looking like that?
Yeah, we normally do our shows on Wednesday, man. Welcome to the show, Kamarie White, man. Happy Wednesday. Gentlemen, I am live from the Sweatbox Recolor Work Cubicle. Oh, all right. I like it, man. Well, I appreciate you rocking with us, my guy. We got a great show today, man. This is episode 16 of season 4, man. So we appreciate each and every one of you all rocking with us. Everybody out there on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, when you come to the channel, man, bring a friend, tell a friend. When you come, don't come by yourself. All right, man. All right.
You see how they rolled off of him now? We just said, tell a friend, don't come by yourself. man, get good with it.
My guy, man. Kamari says, Corey, I news your top. I know I news your top 556, 6 man. Top 5, 6 man. All right. You got me. I need your top 5, 6 man. Is that what it is?
I guess.
Oh, Corey froze.
Yeah, no, he was talking that junk last night, and now look what's happening.
Oh man. I need your top 5, 6 man. Ooh, we didn't do that, did we? A top 5, 6 man.
We talked about a few 6 men. I can't remember what happened when we started talking about 6 men.
That's a go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We started talking about. I can't remember what the topic was, but we started talking about it a little bit. But we just come out and name our top 5.
Let's do that towards the end of the show. I like that. I like that question.
Nigga made me think now.
Top 5, 6 man. I like that. I like that. So yeah, we'll try to maybe I can think of 5, but
right off the bat.
He said right off the bat. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can think of 5. I think I can think of 5.
I can think of 3 right now.
I don't know if it was it would be my best.
I think of 3 right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of my 5. I don't know.
Okay.
Do a little research.
Yeah, we had to do some research. Maybe we'll do that on another show. Yep, Corey, I need your top 5, 6 man. All right, man. So look, when Corey jumps back in here, man, we'll go ahead and start with the show. But before we start, let's go ahead and give our sponsor a big shout out, a big plug. None other than Mr. Alvin Jameson himself. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The Crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and you. All right, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Alvin Jameson. And make sure y'all check out my guy, Kamarie White, and his wife, Ashley, live with Ashley and Kamarie every Tuesday. They put their podcast out. Great show. Great episodes, man. They give you some detailed information on stuff that's going on in the nation. And so make sure y'all check them out, man, on all your podcast platforms. All right. And then my wife, that's right, and my sister will be coming out pretty soon in about a couple weeks, man. Y'all will be getting your first 2 episodes of season 2 of That's Right. All right. Corey done fell off, for real fell off. He can't even get back in. So OG, man, what you want to jump into right now, big homie?
I don't know the topic I want to jump into. I guess we need Corey for it, but just tune in Saturday at 3:00 for the Aces and the Connecticut Sun.
Oh yeah,
ABC.
On ABC. What time?
3:00 p.m.
3:00 p.m. Okay, good. And on Friday at 6 p.m., the NBA free agency starts. So
that's good. That's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be interesting, man. So let's start right there.
Hey, why don't we talk about? Let me cut you off. Why don't we talk about the National Hockey League draft tonight?
Is it for real?
Yeah, it's going on right now.
It's going on right now. Look, I stopped watching after they finished. I forgot all about. I forgot I got into it for a second.
I thought they would throw a puzzling look on your face.
Yeah. I was. So who's coming out? Do they get them from college or do they get them from overseas? Where do they get them from? Yeah. Okay.
I think a combination of both. If I had to guess.
Okay.
I'm really not sure.
I wish Stanley was on. Stanley Carter knows all about that. He actually knows some Florida Panthers players because he used to do some work for them. So
okay.
All right. Well, the NBA free agency is coming up on Friday at 6 p.m. Like I said, and we have some big names out there. Do you see any of these big names actually leaving, or are they just trying to throw it out there so they can get more money at their respective places, like Draymond Green, like James Harden?
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're trying to get more money because there's not a lot of teams out there that they would probably want to go to that's going to have the finances to give them what they want, I think. Mm-hmm. So I think they're just out there working to try to get more money. Trying to leverage and get more money because, I mean, Draymond, I think, and I'm sure Draymond wants the bag. And how many teams out there that he's going to want to go to is going to be and pay him the bag? I know you say LeBron, his guy. We can hear you. But the Lakers don't have that kind of money to pay him no bag unless they give up a lot of people. If they're saying they don't want to do, they're trying to keep the team intact, which they got some people themselves they got to resign. They're trying to resign.
Right.
So I think it's just a tactic of them trying to get more money.
We can hear you. We can hear you, Corey. Draymond, and I was just reading today, and it says that he only did that so he can get more money, in Golden State. He wants to return to Golden State.
Yeah.
And it looks like by Golden State getting rid of Poole, that they freed up some money so they can, pay Draymond Green. So they have a couple of suitors out there, they said, that will actually go after Draymond. I've read the Dallas Mavericks, the Portland Trail Blazers, the Sacramento Kings are all teams that are interested in going after a Draymond Green. James Harden on the other end, I haven't heard much, but Houston is the only suitor I've heard.
So those teams you mentioned about Draymond, they have cap space to pay him the bag?
I believe they do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know how the Mavericks do with Luka and Kyrie already there. I'm not sure how that works out. But even the Lakers getting rid of maybe a D'Angelo Russell, that will not free up enough money to go after a high-priced free agent. They can get a mid-major, a mid-range, but not a high price. So I don't see them being heavy buyers in the beginning of free agency, but maybe a couple days later they might find some tweeners in there that can help them out. So I heard Ben Simmons, that people are interested in Ben Simmons again. They said that his 2 year $70 million is a lot more doable now if they want to get him. And let me see if I can find the team.
If they want to get him,
yeah, well,
get him to do what?
If they decide, well, he's been posting himself working out, and he feels like I think he's probably found love for basketball again.
And see, y'all so hard on my guy, but y'all just letting this guy just slip all through the cracks.
I'm not.
Y'all all over my guy Zion, but this dude been doing it for multiple years. Robbing the bank.
Yeah, he out there thieving, dog. He's thieving out there. But he is definitely thieving.
So how many years has he been with this? I guess is this his second year in Brooklyn? Coming up?
Yeah, because he was in Philly first, and then he got traded to Brooklyn, right?
So it's the second year in Brooklyn. So he
didn't even play but 3 games, 10 games.
Last year in Philly he didn't play. Last year in Brooklyn he didn't play. So now coming up on his third season of potentially not playing.
I don't see the interest that he's getting right now. I don't see why, but I think people are still trying to base it off its potential. What he can potentially bring to the team. I don't trust it though. I don't trust him enough to put that money to the mouth, man. I don't. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it, man. So, what teams out there do you think really need to make a trade to better their teams to be able to compete?
I think that Phoenix, even though Phoenix has got Bradley Beal, I still think that they need to strengthen their bench. I mean, you could bring in another star, but those stars will get hurt and get tired. So when they go out, who's gonna feel that need? I mean, that hole when they go out. If they go out injured or they go out for rest or whatever the case may be, they still don't have a bench.
I'm seeing teams are interested in Ayton. So I don't see DeAndre Ayton being there at the beginning of the next season. The Philadelphia 76ers, I believe I saw, and I don't see how that works out.
Yeah, how is that going to work?
Unless, not the Sixers. I'm sorry, the Boston Celtics.
Oh, I was going to say now, if you make the Sixers, because I saw where I can't remember the guy. I think he played the 4. for the Sixers.
Harris,
he-
Tobias Harris,
Yeah, but he was coming out making some gripes and moans. So
about the Philly fan base, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows what's up with him? But Friday starting at 6 o'clock, like you said, it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of transactions take place.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see some movers out there, some heavy movers. Look for the Bulls to make some moves. They need. Word has it that Lonzo Ball is out for the season already. So
Again,
yeah, his knee is not healing like they think it should, man. So he's gonna be out again. So we know what that meant to the Chicago Bulls when he went out. They struggled without him, so they're gonna have to make some moves. And I hate to say that he might be one of the casualties in those moves. So the Clippers might be making some moves. I don't be. You might see one of the big names move. PG or Kawhi.
oh wow!
You might.
But neither one of them are free agents, right? So you're saying they maybe get traded?
Maybe traded. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I like you, OG. I'm excited about what's gonna happen on Friday. This weekend should be it should be a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving and shaking going on this weekend. All right. You good with that, OG?
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. It's gonna be very interesting. Can't wait.
Yeah.
We might be shocked. It may not be anything.
It might be quiet.
Yeah. Some people may stay where they currently are. So we never know.
Yeah. Fred Van Fleet.
Yeah, from
Toronto.
He turned down his player option.
Yeah. So he's looking at. I think Houston's looking at him. So I think they said they could pay him 23 to 30 million. I've heard something about your boy Tyler Hero as well. He might be on he's not a free agent, but on the trading block. So
okay.
I mean, he's in his first year of his deal that he just got, the 4-year, 120 mil he got. So he just finished that first one. So, they could be making a move too. I think, like you said before, they need to get a big in there to help out, your boy. Hey, look who came back.
So if you had a choice,
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
It's got a little echo. Decatur's misunderstood computer.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
I'll be back. Lord. Now, echo.
Yeah. So
who would you mentioned 2 players potentially going to Houston. So out of those 2,
I think Harden, like you said, I think Harden is more of I want y'all to fear me leaving so y'all can give me more money. But I think Fred VanVleet, I think he ran his course in Toronto. And when his coach got fired, I think he's ready to go after that as well. So I don't even know who's the new head coach in Toronto. You know?
I have no idea.
I don't even remember who went up there. So yeah, he's able to go. Kyle Kuzma. I think he's another one. I don't think he's really leaving. I think he's just doing it so he can get more money. No.
So you think he gonna stay with Washington?
Yeah.
Even though Bill is gone.
Even though Bill is gone, you got Poole in there, which and Tyus Jones. So you got some players that will, I think Kuz and Poole together can put up enough points to compete. You know that.
Okay, yeah, Poole is there now. So
Yeah, defensive wise, I don't know where they're gonna be at, but far as scoring, they'll be all right with the scoring.
you can make me butcher this guy's name. Darko Rajakovic.
That's the coach.
Yeah,
Where'd he come from?
I have no idea.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. We can move on from that though. Let's go to the Spurs. And what can the Spurs do to help ease this transition from international basketball to the NBA for Wembanyama? And they're, like I said, they're already labeling this kid as the next superstar. Is he the best player in the league already? Man ain't played a game. He did say that he will be in Las Vegas playing in the summer league when they do go there. So we will get to see a glimpse of what he can do. But what can the Spurs do to help this transition be a little easier, a little smoother for Wembanyama? OG.
Yeah, I was just looking at their roster. I was looking to see if they really had a senior guy on the team now.
They're a pretty young team, man.
Yeah, very young team.
Yeah, pretty young team.
I guess the only good thing he's got going on with him is, if they can bring in a senior guy that can give him that guidance and that help. But Popovich, the coach, he's an outstanding coach, and he's dealt with some pretty good bigs already, and Tim Duncan and David Robinson. So they weren't quite as tall as my man. I think they like 7 feet or something like that. But still, he has coached big before.
Right.
They've come in with talent. So
at the number one pick as well.
Yeah. So I guess that's the best situation right now, that he's gonna have that type of guidance. But I just think that they also may need to look at, I don't know, bringing some seasoned players in to help them, because like you say, that I look down at their roster. Not too many I know on that roster. They pretty young, so I'm not sure how much help he'll get.
I think that the help has to start from the media aspect of it all. I think they have to start calming this hype up, calming down. It seems like they're bringing him up, hyping him up to tear him down if he doesn't be what they want him to be. So I think it starts right there. I think you have to kind of keep him away from the media right now, kind of coddle him, and because these vultures are after him. The media, social media, it's gonna it can get ugly fast if things don't go like
as expected.
As expected. So I think that's the very first step that needs to be taken by the Spurs. And Pop, like you said, Pops, he's done it before. He knows how to do it. So yeah. So yeah, man. So that's where they need to start at, and then bring. I don't know if you want to bring him in slowly because he is your number one pick.
Oh no, he playing from the
get go. He's playing from the get go.
But like I said, I agree with you. I think the biggest thing is because I think this says the first game he gonna play is on July the 7th, I think, in the summer league. So, like you said, if that game didn't go as expected, or he doesn't look like people expect him to do, then Pop and the organization is gonna have to try to shield him from all the media, because it's gonna pop off. He got to block that. He gonna have to block it off, because even if they shield him from the media, it's still gonna be talk shows out there that's gonna have a lot to say, either good or bad, depending on how things turn out.
Absolutely. Um, when you are picked number one, man, the pressure, the you got to have big shoulders to be able to withstand all that's going to come your way. And the good thing about it is he doesn't have a whole lot of I guess family here, that he had to deal with that as well. So, he has his immediate family here that, is cool, 4 or 5 people, I think it was at his thing, that he can manage that. But if he was from here, from the United States, being a number one pick, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I'm hoping he lives up to the bill, but I'm hoping they still suck. So
Oh man, that's a double-edged statement, isn't it? On one
Yeah.
side, I want him to be successful, but the other side, I want the team to be terrible.
Yeah.
That kind of brings up something. I could say the same thing too. Then maybe I start doing that about LeBron.
But LeBron, want LeBron to do well, but they want the team to lose. Yeah. Keep breaking the record, LeBron. Keep breaking the record. I love it, man. You should. All right. So let's go ahead and move on, man, and let's talk. I know you brought up the WNBA earlier, and I believe we have, what day did I say it was coming out? The All-Star Reserve, July 1st. July 1st, they're coming out. So, but there's a major game coming up on Saturday. The projected 2 best teams in the WNBA are playing on Saturday at 3:00 on ABC.
So Connecticut Sun was supposed to be the best team? I thought it was the Liberty.
Oh, the Liberty. But
now
the
the
Suns,
Suns,
who they played last year in the finals, right?
no, they played what's Gum's team? They just retired. Who they beat in the finals last year?
I thought it was the Suns. They played Seattle the one before.
No, I win the Suns, I don't think.
No?
No. I don't think it will. I should know. All I remember is who won.
Yeah, I could have swore it was. What's going on, Steve? Not your average guy. Hey, welcome on, big homie. We are feeling wonderful, man. Our guy said he will not be able to make it, man. He's having some family not issues, but he got some family things he had to take care of. I think the same kind of stuff that was going on yesterday, man. He had to take care of that today. So he's gonna try to get back with us. And I do apologize to you all that it was not working out yet.
You're right, it was the Sun.
Son, okay.
Yeah,
absolutely, Steve-O. Family first, man. Family first. So I think that's why it's a big game. They are playing one another for the first time since the finals. So this should be a big one. A lot of star power should be out there. I believe the Liberty and the Aces play coming up too.
Yeah, later on in the year. But the Liberty actually just beat the Sun last night.
Yeah.
And this game is in Las Vegas.
And that's Saturday.
Yes. Now the
I'm
Aces
gonna-
pay the Liberty. Aces pay the Liberty tomorrow.
Okay, I knew. Okay, that's the star-studded one. Okay, that's the star-studded one. I
Yeah,
might
they
try to
play
go
that-
to that Las Vegas game. I'm gonna be in Las
Which
Vegas
game?
against the Sun.
You gonna be in Las Vegas this weekend?
Yeah. I might try to
Okay.
make that game
At 3:00.
at 3:00.
If you can get some seats.
I'm sure it's a bunch of seats though available still.
I don't know. Now you said it's a big game, so it may be sold out.
Ah, I need to check into that. I'm checking into that. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to go to that game.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there hating now.
Oh, you already know I am. You already know I am, man. All right, man. So let's jump into let's go right into the NFL, my guy, or college. Let's go to college. We got Corey on. We gotta wait for Corey.
Yeah.
We gotta get him. Let's go to the NFL, man. And I want to start. I didn't tell y'all we was gonna talk about this, but I do want to mention there are several players being suspended for gambling.
Gambling.
Like, did they not see what happened to
Really?
Ridley the year before last?
Yep.
So now they have a couple players, man, being suspended for the whole season. A lot of Indianapolis Colts players are being suspended. Isaiah Rodgers, Quintez Cephas, and CJ Moore, Jameson Williams, and Stanley Berryhill are all being, well, Jameson Williams, everybody knows him from Alabama. He's only, him and Stanley are being suspended for 6 games. But the other ones are being suspended for the whole year. Actually, Cephas, Moore, and Berryhill were released by the Lions after this came out. I don't understand why these our young kids, man, are getting caught up in this gambling. OG?
I don't understand it either. I mean, you're in the NFL, and if you're not one of the top players, you're still making good money.
The minimum in the NFL now is 705,000, I think it is.
Which is good money. Versus coming out here trying to get a job out here in the
real world,
in our land.
Right.
But yeah, I don't understand. I'm like you. I understand the reason for the gambling all of a sudden. I mean,
right.
And the thing is, like you said, they act like they didn't see what happened to Kevin Ridley. Like they just oblivious to that. And my thing is, if you feel like you need to bet on something that bad, then have somebody do it for you.
So, well, that's a rule. You cannot.
You can't. So somebody can't do it for you. But my thing, how would they know? Unless somebody squeal on you.
Yeah. Somehow they find out. Look. So these are the 6 things they cannot do. All right. Don't bet on the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gamble at your team facility while traveling for a road game or staying at a team hotel. And that's anything. Dice, quarters, any of that stuff. You can't do any of it. Poker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't have someone bet for you.
Okay.
Don't share team inside information. And don't enter a sports book during the NFL playing season.
Okay.
Don't play fantasy football.
Or don't play fantasy football.
And don't play fantasy football.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So not even the shell game. What's the shell game? The shell game where they put the little shells on the and you got to find the marble.
Oh, okay.
Would they be robbing you at? Yeah, no, you can't play those games at all.
But like I say, they everybody saw what happened to Calvin Ridley.
Man, y'all hear me, man?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Man, the power went off in the house, man, and all kind of stuff going on, man. Look,
Oh, okay. You know,
I got IT in there. I gotta go. I can't wait to see if he fix it. I mean, I love her to death. She trying her best. I'm just, she trying her ass off, and I was like, she go, where you going? To the car.
So you know what's so funny about this, don't you?
What?
That if I remember correctly, did you have a comment last night when we was talking about somebody else with internet problems?
I sure did. Listen, I sure did. Look here, I sure did. I thought my whole power grid went out of the house.
Oh, man, it's too hot. It's too hot for that.
What were you talking about? Look, it don't take long either.
I know. Not how it is right now. And no air flowing either.
Right. I was like, listen. Woo-wee. My bad. But yes, I am in the car. And the AC is on. It's blowing. I might have the family here in a minute. Everybody get in.
Oh, while G was leaving, we was talking about the players that have recently been suspended for gambling. And G was going down the things that they can't do. So we were trying to figure out what is so important that these young gentlemen in the NFL feel like they have to bet and break the NFL rules, not understanding and seeing what happened to Calvin Ridley, and he just got reinstated.
So let me first say this here. I'm not an avid gambler, but I gamble, right? And I think, everything from casino betting, fantasy football, fantasy baseball, fantasy basketball, we've all, put our how we put our knowledge on the line for, playing the game. And I'll say this is one of the greatest to ever do it had a gambling problem, and he got it from his dad, which was Michael Jordan. And sometimes I guess there's a thin line between calling yourself making a bet and just a friendly wager. Are they having problems with betting or friendly wagers, or when it gets to the point where you got millions of dollars, you can go, hey man, I bet you this, South Carolina gonna beat Southern, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. What's the problem? What was the problem with it? Let me ask, because I guess I'm missing the big picture. What's the problem when somebody bets on their own team?
Well, they got rules they got established rules, which you just read off, that you can't place, especially on your own team. You can't, because to me, if you bet on your own team, then that gives the inclination that if you bet against your team, then you might do stuff that's go. You go out there and do stuff that's gonna prevent the other team, your team, from winning, to allow the other team to win because you got a bet out there.
But that's what I said. But if I go back to is that me again? Oh, I'm about to say no, not my car. But I'm saying, like, say with Calvin Ridley, if he bet on his own team, he never did bet against the Falcons. He bet on the Falcons to win, which it was terrible because he lost every time. I ain't saying every time, but he lost a lot more than he did win for him to get suspended the whole season. But when you betting on the team, let's say like the Falcons, somebody should go, well, he was betting on the Falcons. Is that terrible?
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear nothing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
So now G having problems.
Tag, you in.
So, yeah, but I guess G read off the rules. I guess to establish NFL rules that he read off about 5 or 6 of them of things that you cannot do or bet on during the season, to the point where you can't even play poker in your room.
When you on like traveling?
Yeah, you can't do any type of gambling during the NFL season.
I can't hear y'all now.
Dang, that's crazy. G. Oh, I think G is having the. Let me say this real quick. I think G is having the same issue that I was having with StreamYard. My speakers, I couldn't hear the show on my laptop once I had the outage. I don't know if it was StreamYard or it was just me, but that outage kicked out the regular speaker power. But to go back to, let me ask you this. So, are you in agreement with the NFL rules that they put up that he read out?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm in agreement. Because to me,
I can't hear y'all.
if you wanna bet, then you bet. Now,
Right.
I guess though, I would. Only thing I have issue is that you might be afraid that if you betting on your own team,
Damn.
that there may be some shadiness that may go on there, but it should be nothing that's going to prevent you from betting on a different game that doesn't involve your team.
Now, and that's what I guess I'm trying to figure out. Is it getting too
Come
far
on, Greg.
where they want you to say, all right, I'm chilling with the OG here, and then we make a friendly wager. We can't do that. We on the same team, and we can't bet. Like you said, poker. We can't do any of that.
According to the rules that you just read off, no, not during the NFL season.
Well, okay. What can they? Who gonna tell? I mean, will somebody find out?
That's the same thing I said. One of the rules is, and that's the first thing I said when me and you started talking was, we'll have somebody else place the bet for you, and that's against the rule too. Now, I don't know how they can find out if somebody else placed that bet for you, but that's another rule that you
All right,
cannot
we'll
have
take this
anyone
off.
place bets for you.
So I can't like you like somebody can't side bet for me.
Yeah,
and
I
say,
can't hear him no more.
Now you
What about your headphones, G? You took them off. Cause you could hear before you took them headphones off. Look at you go.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear y'all at all. Dang. I can't hear nothing. I don't know what happened.
Is Kenny coming on?
I'm gonna try to
No.
leave.
He not coming.
You say he reached out and said he had something family wise going on. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, hope everything.
That's what we said, family first. So we hope everything is good. But yeah, he said he wouldn't be able to make it tonight.
Okay.
There we go.
Can you hear now?
Say something, OG.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I hear you. Corey, say something. I can't hear Corey now. Hold on.
He's not talking, man. He was messing with you. He was messing with you, man.
There we go. I can hear y'all now. I can hear it. All right.
What it's working all the way?
Hey,
Oh,
we are having some technical difficulties on both sides of the fence today.
Everything. Then
That's the Georgia thing.
Yeah,
What?
you good in South Kakalaki.
Yeah, I'm good in South Kakalaki.
So what? So
So
my speakers. Okay, so when my grid when I pull StreamYard back up, and it just kept picking up Wi-Fi speakers everywhere. You know what I mean? It would not do it through my laptop. You know what I'm saying? And it would not, even if I plugged in and tried to do it manually. Nothing. So right now it's just my speakers are just on wireless.
Oh wow.
But like I said, IT, she on it. She on it, doggone it. But I don't know.
Doggone it. All right, man. So what were y'all just talking about?
I was asking the question. Oh, my bad.
Oh, go ahead, Corey.
I was asking OG the question about where the disconnect is, because like I said, I'm an avid gambler, but at the same time, I ain't say avid, but I gamble, right? I take a chance on my knowledge from fantasy football to whenever we, just talking. Yeah.
Hey, Kanisha. Welcome to the show, Kanisha.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Yes, we can.
All right, Mr. Davis, it's on you. You coming back in or what?
It's hot enough. Yeah, I'm coming. All right.
IT.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Leave the comfort of AC. Go back to the sweat. Winner. Hold up. And go.
Where's the disconnect at? Is what he's saying, huh? Where's the disconnect?
Well, I guess what he's saying is that basically what he's saying is that why is it such an issue? I guess that these players place bets. Like I said, but what I was saying when you couldn't hear us was, only thing I would think is, to me, it would just be an issue if you were betting on your own team. and you were a starter and had the way of influencing the outcome of the game. But to place
Yeah.
bets on other games, then I don't foresee that being an issue.
If you have a buddy,
Oh no, I ain't gonna use. Oh no.
if I'm
Can I
like,
use these?
hey, OG, hey man, I'm gonna put 15,000 on your game, man. Try not to get 15 tackles. If you don't, we gonna make 150,000.
Yeah, I can see that point.
So a lot of these, players are friends. So you don't know who you can trust, who you can't trust, who will be working together. And now you got a whole league of everybody working together. And so I believe that could be a reason why they won't allow you to bet on other teams, even like fantasy,
Yeah.
I
can see that. I can see that point. So I guess to alleviate that potential, they just cut out all. I mean, as far as the rules, there's no betting that can go on during the season.
Yeah, and right, Steve. Inside scoop on injuries, etc. What hey man, we probably gonna be running, X24 8 gap 32 left. I mean, you now the game, the shield is broken, and they want to protect that shield, man. So I understand why they don't want them doing that, and I don't understand why it's so hard for them not to do it.
What you mean, the gamble?
So,
yeah,
I think they should do it.
We don't gamble.
You think they should
We
gamble?
don't gamble. I gamble.
You think the players be able to gamble?
I think so. I mean, well, okay, so I know that a lot of guys play, that 2K. They battle with each other on NBA 2K. They do the Madden, those Madden tournaments. Like I said, they even play fantasy on each other. Hey man, I need you to get 2 touchdowns, or I need, you always see something crazy like that. But unless it gets to the point where it inundates, like OG saying, inundates the game where you, hey man, I don't need you to get 2 touchdowns, and I know that could happen. You wouldn't want it to happen, but like Vegas sets the odds for everything that we watch.
Right.
Right. Vegas sets the odds. We already know that there's betting. Even the NFL utilizes what is that? I signed up for it one year. What is it where you can? It's sort of like fantasy.
Yeah, I know you talk about that time.
DraftKings.
Yeah, DraftKings and the other
DraftKings.
one. What was the first one before DraftKings? I forget the other one, but like I said, they still do it, but it's like you can only do it through them. DraftKings is still up. What if you sign up for a DraftKings account? You know what I'm saying? So,
you know who has part ownership in DraftKings?
Who?
Michael Jordan.
Can't stand that dude as a businessman.
What? Why you?
That boy
You always hating, man.
making money.
I know, right? But I'm just saying.
Shaq making money too. Look at all the things that Shaq owns.
Yeah.
Shaq own restaurants and stuff like that, but I'm saying, food stuff. And
So you have no problem with that
here in Atlanta. But like I said, on the gambling end, I can't be mad because I'm sitting there trying to advocate it. I just don't like MJ. But as a businessman, I love him as a player because I just bought another pair of shoes. But I know it's terrible, ain't it? It's just like an oxymoron. But his shoes, he didn't design them, but he made me think that I could do what he can do in his shoes.
Whose name on the shoe?
Ain't no name on it. It's just his body.
It's air. So it's air.
Ain't even got air on it.
I mean, but it's him on there, right?
I guess.
It's his silhouette.
It's his silhouette.
No, right there. Listen, you
just pay him. You just pay him some money too. But
Paying
I
him
understand. See, Corey. We have 2 sides to our mouth. And right now you're talking out both sides. So on one side you don't like him, but the other side you're gonna buy his tennis shoes. So
I just don't like his business practices. He's been a terrible GM, terrible owner, terrible, ambassador of business and money. Like say for example, 2 years ago was the first time he ever gave money to colleges, and he didn't get to a black college yet. He gave $1 million to, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, golfing fund. I don't know, but go ahead, Michael. I don't like Michael.
Mike
I mean,
owns.
call
I think he owns like 2 or 3 golf courses.
Yeah.
Mike
And as
likes
much as I'm
golf
starting
courses.
to like golfing now, I probably would golf on the course
Yeah,
because I'm liking golf. But
they say
if he
it's-
showed up, I would leave.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be standing like his autograph like everybody else.
I know, but I would want to leave.
Uh, Steve said, man, he's heard stories about players playing cards on the flights and losing thousands of dollars. And you know what? And I'm okay with that type of betting. That stuff that doesn't have to do with the game, I'm okay
Team
with.
camaraderie, betting.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I just don't want them betting on the football game.
But
What you mean, like
even with
football?
that, yeah, even with that though,
Uh-huh.
that could lead to some bad situations. Somebody get accused of cheating or whatever.
Anything can.
Yeah, that could lead down the wrong path there,
I
buddy.
mean, it can lead to a lot of broken hands from fighting. I mean, it can lead
Yeah.
down that way.
So I'm gonna ask
So
y'all a
this
question.
Okay.
So Thursday, you got Pat Mahomes and Steph Curry and Kelsey
And
Clay Thompson
Mhm.
playing golf. You think they play some wagers out there?
Heck yeah. That thing is on TV. They even you can even buy it on TV, pay-per-view or
It's
whatever.
pay-per-view? Is it pay-per-view?
No, it's on regular TV. It's on
It's
TNT.
regular TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, TNT.
But that's what I'm saying. You're sitting there watching. I mean, they're getting TV ratings from it.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting paid for it, I'm sure.
For sure. Look, when I put in Curry, it automatically said Curry Mahomes golf. So the match number 8, Stephen Curry, Klay Thomas face off with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey.
So
So this is what I'm seeing right here when I put up on this is on Rocket Mortgage. Rocket Mortgage, Rocket Mortgage Classic. Super teams collide as NBA All-Stars Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson take on the NFL teams Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey in a 12-hole scramble at Wynn Golf. Now Wynn Golf is under the
It's in Las
Wynn
Vegas.
Casino.
Casino, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So I'm sure there's a lot of bets being going on like that as of tomorrow.
Right. Then you got Rocket Mortgage as their main. You got Rocket Mortgage and Rolex as their main
Sponsors.
sponsors. Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay.
Kamaria asks, did MJ lose $550 million on a bad bet? So Kamaria sent me a little something off of TikTok, and they were saying it's really just somebody fishing, from what I was reading and looking into.
Yes. That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
$550 million.
But they're saying because he sold the Hornets and
Oh.
for 3 something, and he only ended up coming back with 2 point something mil that he got to get because he had to pay $550 million on a bad bet. But I read that it was not a bad bet; it was a bad stock. So he jumped into that GameStop.
He was a part of that.
Yeah, he was part of that option thing, and where they was hoping that they would fail, and they didn't end up failing, and so they lost $550 million.
I thought that was the whole thing together because wasn't Tom Brady a part of that too? That lost money in that. I thought Tom Brady
Was Tom part of it as well?
Yeah, I don't think it was just MJ. I think it was a group of people that When,
Yeah,
you said,
no,
when
it was a bunch of people. It wasn't just MJ.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was a bunch of people.
Right,
One
right.
actually, the guy that he actually sold the company to, and he was in on it too.
Yeah, I think like you said, it was a bunch of them, not just MJ. But
Yeah. No, not just MJ, but they're saying that the amount of money that he lost was about 550 for him. This is what
Tom
they're
Brady. It
this
was
is what
also, yeah, and then I think Tom Brady lost on that crypto thing too. It was a whole bunch of stuff. So, but they lose, they gamble, they bet on stocks, they do, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, these are big money options. But what I'm saying is, betting on yourself. Like you said, if you don't bet on the game, so you rather them not bet on the game itself, like I said, the Cowboys against the Commanders. Don't bet on that game.
Don't bet on no NFL games at all. Like
Just NFL, like basketball. What about basketball, football?
No fantasy. Yeah, I don't care about basketball. Like, yeah.
Basketball is the easiest, one of the easiest to bet on. You know, like I said, if I'm betting on myself to get 20 points.
Oh no,
what you mean?
I was talking about the NFL players.
Okay, we're just talking about NFL. Oh, because this is their rules. Okay,
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because I think the NBA they're allowed to gamble. Not on games, but I think they're allowed to gamble in the locker room and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, MJ, he did it for years.
Yeah, that's what they do. That arenas, that the whole gun thing came out because they was gambling inside the what we call it, and everybody got mad.
Yeah. So in particular, you're saying with the NFL, just don't bet on the game.
Don't bet on any game.
Any NFL games.
Any NFL games.
In NFL games. Tell me, and like I said, okay, so if we're on, let's say if I'm on the Falcons, you're on the Cowboys, and I go, hey man, I'm betting on the Commanders against the Eagles. I got the Eagles, up by 5. We can't make that bet amongst each other.
No.
Why?
Because you might say, man, hey, Jalen, hey man, I know what's his name is hurt. So I'm gonna give you some inside information so I can win this bet.
Oh, okay.
Or hey, I know he ain't playing this week. So y'all ain't got a game plan for him. Anything can happen. Or you're like, hey, Jalen, man, don't. Me and Jalen went to college together. So hey, Jalen, hey, when y'all are up, man, don't try to run the score up. Keep it about XXX. Anything.
So that's but that's what I'm saying. You just named 2 or 3 different side bets. You ain't just bet on the game Cowboys versus, you bet on side bets, hey, I know he hurt, I'm saying? You might get two sacks today, I'm saying? Hey, Galen told me, his side hurt, so he can't really, his mobility going to the left is screwed.
Yeah.
That's every bit, okay, let me give you a perfect example. When I went to Vegas some time ago, in the hotel room, and we staying at the Palms, when you go in there, in the casino room, it's like 50 televisions.
Mm-hmm.
And they got different bets that you get on anything, like the run back, or, he's going to go back at the end of this game, he'll have 30 yards running backwards. You can bet on anything that you want,
Like the movie Air. Like Matt Damon was doing in the movie Air when he went there.
Did I miss that? What was the bet thing?
So when he went there, he bet on the Lakers.
At the beginning of the game. Yeah. Okay.
Betting on all this, hey, he's gonna be under, he's gonna be over, he's gonna be
had a stack of money.
Yeah. So that's what they do in Vegas.
Right. So it's called betting the odds on anything you want to call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember on what was Super Bowl, when the Bears had played against the Colts, and I think somebody had put $1,000 that the first play of the game was going to be a run back, and the odds on that one was like I don't know, 100-1 or whatever. He took home a stack of money,
right.
Because nobody would have bet that the first play of the game on the kickoff return at the Super Bowl would have been a touchdown.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So my thing is, when you're saying that, anything is a bet, anything,
For the ones not playing.
For the ones not playing.
Yeah. So yeah, it can be that for us, but for the ones that impact games, they cannot be putting their stakes into the too. That it's almost like double dipping.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You said, but that would limit no betting at all.
Not if you're an NFL player. No,
Now, that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
you're in it, that would limit nothing. No,
you
man.
can't. You can't. You shouldn't be able to.
Okay.
And you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
if they
that-
catch you at this point, from what OG was telling me, you were reading down the rules.
Now you suspended for a whole year.
Yeah.
They have a Atlanta Falcon player who's been suspended. I think
Another one?
That's the same one. They're the same one.
Oh, I was gonna say, dang, who?
I think Commanders. They got a Commanders player.
Mhm.
So Kamarie say players and their agents should be penalized if they're caught betting on the game.
Ooh.
Dang.
And their agents,
Yeah,
almost
that's
like
it.
inside trading.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Let me tell you another bet that I remember I thought was funny when I was on the internet. It had they were betting on players on their team that came in late. You know, they had like players amongst each other were saying, you know, like
You gonna be on
you know,
time. You gonna be on time.
right. Which players going? You know, they had money that way. You know, coming through the door. Hey, I told you. You know, pay up. You know, but it was just like they thought to the players. It was like, you know, this helped the guys get on time, or you know, who's not gonna be late is not gonna be me. You ain't finna win no money off me. So players were getting to practice on time.
Right.
But they were putting bets down on. And people, they ain't gonna lie. Some of the guys didn't even know that they were bet on. You know, look at Charlie. Charlie coming in late. Guy, I just won $100 on Charlie. You know, he coming in, he bouncing the basketball, or he just coming through the gym late. But there's a bet on everything, and like you said, in this football thing, if I get caught doing that, you know, watch the OG, watch the Gator gonna be late. He gonna be 15 minutes late. How much time you got on it? We gonna get suspended?
So, I guess if they allow the little ones, where does it stop at? And that they got in trouble. The Saints got in trouble for Bountygate because
Yeah.
they were putting money up for, hey man, you knock him out.
Yeah.
Only one person got in trouble for that, right?
Well, the organization, they team got in trouble. The coach got in. Both
Coach
coaches
got suspended for the
He
season.
got suspended for a year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he got suspended
That's
for
what
the
I'm saying,
year.
but he was the only one that was really penalized.
Sean
'cause they said it was-
Payton. Did Sean Payton get like
That was
five-
him.
Yeah, he got suspended.
He got
Yeah,
suspended.
he got-
yeah. Him
yeah.
and Greg Williams both got suspended. And then the Saints lost their draft pick and they got fined like $5 million or something. Like,
But I think it was because they were literally trying to kill Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? That, like I said, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all saw that game when he played for the Vikings at the time, I mean that dude was getting pummeled. You know what I mean? They were literally trying to kill that dude.
but where does it stop at
Yeah.
when you start placing bets on the game that you play? And the game, the people are too close now. There isn't it's not like in the old days. Like they didn't old days they didn't like each other. You're not calling me up and say, hey G man, such and such. Why you calling me, dog? You don't get off my phone. That's what they was doing back in the day. Yeah, you're fucked up.
You gonna get both of us.
Yeah. Now they working out together. You know, they buddies. They are buddies, man. So I think
So
that-
you are in agreement, and I guess when this is you're in agreement with it.
Yeah, they had to put a stop to that. But these kids, the rookies now all have to go to a class about gambling, an educational class about gambling. They're not getting it.
Well, they've been doing that in the rookie symposium. I think one of the best ones that I've seen online is what's your guy name that played for the Eagles and then went to Minnesota with Randy Moss, wide receiver, Chris Carter. Chris Carter has one of the best rookie symposiums that I've ever seen. You know, and most of the time, I don't know. I hadn't seen it in the past couple of years. I don't know. ESPN used to have his on there. All the rookie, I ain't saying all of them, but if your team had, you know, the better interest in a guy, you know, you had to go attend his rookie symposium. And then I think you played to win the game. He had one too.
Right.
He had one, and then the old coach for the Colts. You know, they just had different ones, but Chris Carter had one of the best that I had seen before. You know, but they all have to go to, like I said, Ricky Mantle for their money, for girls, like you said, gambling. They all have to get that, you know, mixture of it. Yeah. Now, do they take it, you know, and understand it? Probably not. But what do you think they're going to tell them as rookies to keep them from betting?
You can lose your season and your pay.
Yep.
As a rookie, that, like I said, they make about 705 now as a rookie.
That's 705 is the minimum.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that for a bet.
Okay.
You know, so that's the first thing. And I guess, you know, you tell them about the shield, man. The NFL shield, they care more about that shield than they care about you. So
yeah,
don't think that you can sneak in there. They have enough money to have spies making sure that you're not doing, you know, illegal stuff, man. Don't try. Don't try to sneak and do it.
Yeah, I know a couple of companies that do that.
Right.
Right.
Win 10K to lose 700K, not a winning gamble. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's good, man. Good. Okay, I'm glad we jumped into that, man. What else we got on tap, fellas?
You wanted to wait for Corey to come back to talk about college football.
Yeah, college football, man. My guy, Snack Panther last week, he said, let's talk about some college football, man. Will the Georgia Bulldogs three-peat?
Okay. Wait, hold before we do it. My wife asked a question.
Great question.
Oh man.
If they get caught betting, and I feel like they should be fined the amount that they would have won, and if you have to pay the money on top of that, maybe even for a charity, can and do the owners bet? And let me say this: we don't know, and we don't know if they bet because the Billionaires Boys Club, and they don't have a governing body watching over them. They watch over themselves.
Yeah. They make the rules.
They make the rules. They pay Roger. They pay Roger Goodell, but Roger Goodell works for them.
And then the NFL is a private company.
Yeah,
you know,
owned by the owners.
Yeah. So I guess you're right. There's not I guess they wouldn't have any consequences unless it became a social media issue, like, you know, backlash. Yeah. That's the only time that happens.
Unless we get an email.
Yeah, or you find them on tape.
Yeah,
or, you know, I seen
somebody get mad, like, you know what, I'm about to tell it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
they might be in the ocean before that come out.
Because the consequences with them is they'll lose sponsors, they'll lose, you know, we're not doing business with you anymore because you done got caught doing this.
Yeah.
All they got
credibility.
Yeah.
They will be in jeopardy of losing a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Duval gonna be good, man. They got some weapons out there. That's gonna be a good squad. You're right, James. All right. Steve said he doesn't think the Dogs gonna three-peat, but they will be in the playoff.
So I'll answer that question to both Steve and Snack.
Okay.
I think, what was it, 3 weeks ago? You guys gave me the business about Georgia's schedule. Which, you know, from what we are seeing is a watered down version of what Georgia would normally do. Nevertheless, that following year is gangster because we opened up the season going to Alabama. You know, but this
What
year
year?
here,
2024.
yeah, 2024, right? Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
we
Y'all
start
know that?
off-
How you get that schedule already? Boy, that boy. Hey man,
They put that out
They put-
because Texas and Oklahoma coming to the SEC.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we start off our first 4 games is if I'm not mistaken, it's like Alabama, Texas. We go to Texas, and I think it's Texas and Auburn or something like that. I mean, we going
Out the gate.
Yeah. So it's like we're giving you a cushion to probably get you guys because we lost another 22 guys this year. I don't know if they set it up this way, but I know, like I said, I know y'all gave me the business about our schedule. We have to win. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna three-peat. We won't know that until possibly the mid season. But this is the time where we go to Clemson. It's like
No, he said
they putting them.
that his money on Clemson this year.
I'm just saying we get Clemson next. We get Clemson in 2024.
2024. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like they gonna, like I said, put your money where your mouth is, on Georgia. So 2024 is going down, if I'm not mistaken. I think, but I guess, like I said, to answer that question, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Georgia's gonna do. I know we got a cream schedule, but I'm just saying we're not the only ones with that, with a creamy inside feeling schedule. I think we went over more than one platform, even our own, that said, okay, this schedule here is tough. This one is not tough. This school is gonna really have it. Hell, we had one that said South Carolina had the toughest schedule. Do I feel like we're gonna repeat? Three-peat? I don't know just yet. We got a bunch of new players. I don't even know who our quarterback is yet.
But y'all have one thing about Georgia. Y'all recruiting. Y'all lost 22. Stars. Or players, but y'all had 4 and 5 stars sitting behind them waiting to play.
Everybody, it's your time. It's your time. I think all the teams that we root for have that same thing.
But didn't y'all do that? Didn't you do this the year before too? How many y'all lost quite a few the year before?
Right.
We did, but we had in place though. We had the same quarterback. That knew our offense in and out. We also had the same wide receivers for the past 2 years. Now we got a new quarterback. We lost, one wide receiver. We lost our defensive line. I mean, we got a lot to prove. So right now, for me, I'm a Georgia guy. You know what I'm saying? It's right here. I got 2 of them up here. To beat the man, you got to beat the man. Nevertheless, right now, it's hard for me to say. But I know, like you said, like the OG said, we're going to be there. We're going to be somewhere in that mix. Now, we start off terrible is because, we got some young QBs that we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't.
But the only thing they got to do, though, is when they play these cream puff teams, I know a lot of people don't like it, but they're going to have to lay the hammer on them because I remember that year when Clemson was number 1 and struggled. They got them down to 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because they struggled with a team they shouldn't have.
Yeah. And I'll be straight with you. I remember when Southern University played Georgia. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't understand why in the hell they signed up for that game. We ended up with a guy that got it was money.
Paralyzed.
We got paralyzed. The kicker paralyzed him. A kicker. The punt returner paralyzed their main wide receiver. Crazy. That just lets you know the difference in the level in player size, ability.
But on that same note, though, Deion raised a valid point while he was at Jackson State, though. He said that's why he didn't do it.
Yeah,
he never because he said that when schools like HBCUs go and play these D1 schools, they don't get paid the money they should get paid.
Yeah,
because you're putting the kids out there, they getting beat up, they getting abused, and you spending most of the money they're giving you traveling cross country. Yeah. And they want to see your band, so you got to take the band too. Yeah. So you're spending most of that money by traveling cross country with all the expenses and everything. So he said that's why he's at Jackson State. He wouldn't play a D1 school.
And then he said them kids, then it take them a month to recover after that beating.
Right. Yeah.
He said I'm gonna lose my guy for 4 weeks. you know, when y'all gonna keep going, you know,
Yep.
and it ain't worth that 500,000. Then by the time like you said, it's over, I've only taken home a couple of $1,000 because I had to pay for expenses just to get there. It ain't worth it, especially to lose a player.
I saw a little fact. He said no college football team has won 3 straight national championships since the 1930s.
That's a gangster stat, man. That's a gangster ass stat. So, what? Okay, that'll be one of the. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Vegas has that bet right now. You know, you can put that money on before the season starts.
Repeating.
Yeah, and let it ride, and hopes that you can get that money at the end of the season. You know, but like you said, it's hard to three-peat.
Yeah,
hard to three-peat. Even Bama doing their best years. You telling me they didn't get 3?
No,
that's crazy. So I'll be a fool to say, man, we three-peating. I'm not finna do a G. I'm not finna do a Dallas Cowboy, segment here and say that we're gonna win.
Yeah.
We're gonna win this thing. I won't do that to you. I won't do
that sounds like him. But I know what he about to say though. I know he about to say in just a few minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, G. What you got to say about this college football thing?
Florida State, baby, all day. You already know, baby.
I have a question. Since we're on college, so Deion just had another surgery, and did they cut his whole foot?
I don't think they cut his foot off yet. I think the surgery he had was he had a blood clot in his groin.
Yeah,
but I know that in his behind.
His groin. I say groin. His groin.
Oh, I about to say, what? I thought it was his foot again. Because they said that he lost feeling in his foot. He might have to get it amputated.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I don't think they've gone that far yet. I think they're trying to take this avenue first. But, I mean, I don't know what's causing him to have all these blood clots.
Right.
I know they say it runs in his family, but I didn't know that was hereditary.
So let me ask the question. All right, so when your coach is – because, all of this works as far as Deion goes. You know what I'm saying? As far as he can, he can show his face and talk and will that make an impact on Colorado's football team if he's not there?
Absolutely.
You think it will, G? Because I don't know, because he was out at Jackson State for I don't know how long. When he had that major surgery and lost his toes and he did the skin graft on his leg. And Jackson State didn't skip up.
Then he was already there though. He already had laid the foundation.
He had been there a year.
Yeah,
been there a year. Yeah.
So he had been there a year?
Yeah. When he had his when he had that surgery. Wasn't that his second year when he had his surgery?
That was the second year. Remember, he rode in to the game when they lost to South Carolina State.
Yeah,
he rode in.
Oh yeah, because he was on that scooter when we played him.
Yeah.
Right, and then the following year they ran the table. But when he wasn't healthy, I don't know how many. I think they lost 2 games that season, and then they were undefeated the following. But I'm saying with Colorado being a major Pac-10 school, with the kids that's coming, the kids that's dropping, kids on the transfer portal, how good are they? Like I said, do they run as far as Deion can walk? You know what I'm saying? I mean, how does this impact their team?
I guess he can only hope that I know he took some of his coaches with him. And there's one guy that's been with him since Little League. So I'm sure that's the guy that's filling in. So I guess he can only hope that his assistant coaches can fill that void now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they can fill the total void like G is saying. Especially since y'all both made a valid point that at Jackson State he had already laid the foundation. But here, this is his very first year. Mm-hmm. And coming out the gate. So I just hope that whatever's going on with it, they get him back in time where he's back for practice to begin. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of leaning the same way y'all are, that if he's not there, that it could be a major impact to how the team does.
I think he's done a great job of recruiting coaches. He got some really good coaches there.
Yeah.
That may be able to hold the ship while he covering. But not having that swagger that Deion has.
Yeah, give me my theme music.
Yeah. It's a little different, man, when you walk into that that stadium with Deion coming out with you than with your other coaches. So
Yeah, and they should be pretty close to starting practice too. It's probably the end of this month, the first of next month.
yeah, oh yeah.
They had, yeah, they
Yeah.
had they what I think for that spring game, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it seemed like that spring game it was cold as hell up there, you know.
It was snowing, wasn't it? Wasn't it snowing?
it's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
for that spring.
All the
game in
people in the
Colorado.
stands, man.
So let me throw this here out at you because I think Steve said Colorado wins 5 games this year, you know, and I know it's tough to see, but okay, so September 2nd they come out the blocks playing TCU. TCU they just played in the national championship game. All right, so you got TCU.
They feel they got something to prove too.
Yeah, then they play
TCU does have
Nebraska.
to get the shit lapped.
Yeah, so all right. So I'm gonna go with both of y'all. I'm gonna call them out. Y'all tell me if it's a W or a L. All right. So TCU first game.
Yeah, that's a L.
Who's the quarterback at TCU now?
Well, I don't know, but I know it's new because the other one went in the draft.
Right.
But the past 2 years they've won 11 games.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, man. I'm going with Georgia. I don't know much about TCU.
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
You going with Colorado?
L. No, L. I don't know why I was still on Georgia. Oh, I'm talking to Steve over here.
Hey, what it
But-
So yeah, Colorado. This TCU schedule because we're talking about Dion. Okay.
Yeah, my-
Next one, Nebraska.
That's that Colorado. You know, I would give Colorado a chance to win that game because Nebraska hadn't been that good over the last
Same.
many years,
Yeah, they're not the same.
and they also have a new coach.
Yeah.
The coach that left the Panthers went to Nebraska.
Okay.
Oh, one
Yeah.
got fired.
Yeah, he went to Nebraska.
Okay.
So,
yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm gonna go Dub.
All right. Colorado State
Dub.
I
game
don't know
3.
much about them. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a
Because-
dub on that one too.
All right. Oregon.
At Oregon. Yeah, that's a L.
That could be a tough one. Yeah, Oregon at home.
Uh-huh.
Is that Oregon?
colorful field?
It's at Oregon. I'm sorry. It's at Oregon.
Is that Oregon? Yeah.
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 Eugene.
Yeah. Give me a L.
All right. Steve got an L too. So right now Steve is 2-2.
2-2. We
All
all
right.
2-2.
Yeah, USC.
That's a L. Look at this ain't quarterback coming back.
What? Oh, the Heisman Trophy
The
winner
Heisman.
Yeah, he be back.
and USC.
They playing in Colorado. It don't make no difference.
Man, that boy there.
He tough.
All right.
He tough.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a W.
Arizona-
I'm gonna give him a W on that though.
You give a Colorado W
Colorado.
against USC?
Yeah. One thing about USC is he had a great year, but they didn't really have a great year.
What? This is a Heisman Trophy candidate that's coming back and hadn't lost any players.
Still Sarkisian is still the coach over there. Who's the coach over there?
They hadn't lost the coach.
No, it's the guy. It's that kid that the guy that left Oklahoma went out there.
Oh, right. Oh, Stoops.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it Stu?
Nice.
No, I thought it was.
Yes.
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln
Lincoln Riley, yeah.
Yeah,
He
right,
left
yeah,
Oklahoma
yeah.
went out there.
Lincoln
Yeah,
Riley.
yeah. All right. So you giving it to Colorado?
In Colorado?
It's in Colorado.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm giving him that dub. I'm giving him a dub.
All right. Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Dub. They fired your coach last
On the field.
field.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
low down, man.
They sure did. Okay.
Herm Edwards. They fired Herm
Herm.
Edwards on the field.
Sure
I
did.
might give him a
Can we-
dub on that one.
I'll give him a
Can we
dub.
talk to you, coach? Yeah. Before I got on the bus. All right. Stanford.
Dub.
Stanford haven't been doing too good lately. That's a dub.
Dub.
All right.
I got my
UCLA.
5 wins already.
But that's a L.
Who?
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA will get. They been in UCLA.
Yes, sir.
So where you at now, Steve? Let me see. You're
I mean, he
what
even
you
right.
got, Steve? He got 1, 2, 3,
4-4.
4.
He's
He
4-4.
4-4.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's 4-4. I'm 5-3.
All right, Then
I think I'm 4-4.
University- All right, then Oregon State.
Oregon State. Bears. Oregon State. What they do last year?
Steve, where's Oregon State? Where they playing at? It just said to be
It's
determined.
in well, here it said Colorado. Look, it's in Colorado.
Okay. In
I'm
Colorado.
gonna give them a dub at home.
State.
I think they done sold out all their home games too.
They sold out everything.
I think they gonna sold out at home.
So because they sold out all their home games, let's go give them a dub.
You know that college crowd is a little different.
Cause they had empty seats all last year. They
You know,
had, hey,
you
throw
can,
the ball.
You can easily take a crowd at the game.
Okay.
Get punched in the mouth, huh? Get punched in the mouth.
That is true.
Everybody
They
sitting on their
going
head.
home.
Everybody
They
sitting
going
on
up
their
those
head.
stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Then
They just sitting on their
Arizona.
hands. Arizona at Colorado.
I'm going Colorado again.
I give them Colorado on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
So what am I?
All right.
I don't know what my record is.
think
They took
I'm
the
at
right
seven.
line down.
I'm at 7-3, I think.
All right. Okay.
Good God.
All right. Washington State.
At Washington State.
I don't even know what Washington State do. I mean, that's like I said, when they're a state school, when they got state by most
I'm
times.
gonna give them an L. I'm gonna give them an L, Washington State.
I'm gonna give them
Yeah,
L too. This next one gonna be interesting.
You giving Washington State the L or Colorado?
Colorado.
I'm giving Colorado the L.
Against
I'm gonna
Washington
say
State.
this next one gonna be interesting. The next game, the last one.
Utah. Hey, look, you against Utah.
That's a dub all day. That's a dub.
You against Utah all year.
They don't have
Look,
Dalton Kincaid no more. They don't have Dalton Kincaid no more.
But I'm like, you like Utah again? Why are they still?
He was on Utah last year,
I
boy.
ain't never seen nobody. Okay, so Steve got him taking the L against Utah.
I got him taking the L against Utah too.
I got to beat Utah.
So what that give
You
y'all?
think they gonna beat Utah?
Yeah, they're gonna beat Utah. Dalton Kincaid ain't there no more. That was their guy. He was there every.
Hey, it's like Utah was right in front of Florida State. All you, dang, Utah again.
They
So
stayed.
what you guys? What's your total, Steve?
I'm 8. I think I'm 8-3.
You 8-3. Okay. What you had, Charlie?
Like I had 6-5.
6-5. Okay. Wow. Okay. You sound like Steve.
No, I see. 6-5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So from what we just analyzed, okay. So Steve said he's 6-5 too.
Yeah.
So Galen gave him a little bit more leeway than everybody else.
I did, man.
They done got him going 8-3 out there. Hip. The first season.
First season.
We are of the understanding that with his recruiting, he's gonna do better than 2 wins, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what they had last year, right?
Yeah, that's what they had. They won 1 game last year.
Yeah, 1 game last year.
Yeah, and then they had 2 the following year, and I think with them,
They haven't been good. They haven't been good in a while.
Yeah,
I said 8-3.
you said
8-3. You know how y'all got on me about my picks last year.
Yeah, but their schedule ain't that tough though. Let's G not picking Utah or Kyler Murray. Yeah, Jay, you right on point with that one, big dog. You right on point. Their schedule don't seem that tough. They start off, playing against TCU, but then it kind of simmers down. Then they playing, their conference.
Yeah.
Then they throw a couple games in there, but it doesn't seem too overly tough. It doesn't seem that way.
But
The
we
ones
really
that
don't know a whole lot about these teams though.
Yeah.
To be
The
honest,
ones
at
that
least
we-
I don't.
That's
So like last year, I think we played Oregon out the blocks last year. Georgia.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the big hype game.
yeah,
Right.
really doors off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they could score. I think that we just
score.
they
But I think they got better. They got better after that game. But that game, well, that hype built up for that game, and
They-
man, that was
remember
the
it was-
biggest doggone letdown. I'm thinking I'm sitting
They-
down and see me a great game, boy.
They was nervous when
Who was
they
nervous?
I don't know.
Oregon.
I don't know
When
they
they-
were nervous. They
they
can't call
saw-
it nervous, G.
Yeah, when they saw Georgia, they was like, "This is the same team that we saw on TV. These boys look way bigger than what I thought." And they were shook. They never got their bearings with them, man. So
it's hard when you go against a juggernaut like Georgia. You know, you have to show up. You know.
Final prediction, Steve says 5-6. He may have given them a win they won't get.
Oh man.
I just feel like if Dion is not 100%, then the program goes as far as Dion goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And maybe next show we'll do Tennessee's schedule for Kamari.
Oh, I about to say, why Tennessee?
Yeah. Kamari. All right.
Tennessee getting mollywopped this year.
Wait. Hey man, episode 16 in the books, baby. Yeah, Mollywop. We appreciate each and every one of you all rocking with us today, man. Once again, we're sorry we didn't get our guy on, man, but he had to take care of some family business. Man. Praying that for his family, making sure that they are okay, whatever's going on. Some stuff he had to take care of. So we appreciate him even trying, and he said he'll reach back out to us and let us know what they can get on. All right. My guy Kamari White, make sure y'all check him and his wife out. Ashley and Kamari Live with Ashley and Kamari. Like I said, it comes out every Tuesday. It's on all your podcast platforms. And don't miss That's Right. That comes out on all your platform podcasts as well, man. So I think I might be able to join y'all one night. Okay. My guy. Let's get it.
That's what's up. Hey. I know that, right?
Guest appearance, man. Hey, we'd love to have that.
Who's this team?
With Pittsburgh, and I think he's a Georgia guy. No, Michigan. Any Michigan?
That's no.
Steve-O, who your college team? Steve-O? Georgia Tech. Okay,
Georgia Tech.
Okay.
And all Pittsburgh.
Right, okay. Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers and Georgia Tech. All right, man. Appreciate you guys. My guy, not your average guy, Steve, Kamari White, Rodney Littlejohn, James Littlejohn, Kanisha Davis, IT. We appreciate you. Getting my guys straight over there as well. And anybody else that we may have missed, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Remember to hit that subscribe on YouTube. And give us a 5-star while you're out there too, man. On all the podcast platforms and YouTube, man. And leave a comment for it, man. We appreciate it. We're trying to build this program, man, and build this train, man, to get this thing rolling in the right direction, man. So we appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. We'll see y'all. Oh, I ain't gonna see y'all on Sunday, guys. I gotta hold the show down.
What you doing Sunday?
Usher.
Oh, you going to Vegas?
Yeah, we'll be in Vegas, man.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So we'll definitely. I'm gonna try to go see that Vegas the Aces play too on Saturday. That OG just told me about. So yeah, man. So hey, y'all hold the fort down for it, man. If y'all want to do it, we'll talk about it. We'll see. All right. Hey, man, remember to keep your head on swivel and keep God first, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday, possibly. We out.
Later.
Holla.
Another vacation? That's the weekend, man. What you talking about?
What?
It's the weekend. Talk about another vacation. James Littlejohn. As he's on vacation. And that's
you just jet setting down there and coming on back?
No, I'm on vacation.
Yeah.